Welcome to the third video of Section 4, a guided tour of the new Horizon console. As well as the View Administrator, there is also a new Horizon console. In this video we're going to give you a quick guided tour of this new console. You will still need to use the View Administrator at times, as not all functionality is available within the new console. So in this particular video we're going to take a quick look at the new Horizon console. Now we say new because it's moved away from the classic C# style console, same as we had with our vCenter and our vSphere clients, to a more browser-based HTML version. So how do we access the new console? Well, there's two ways. So if we are logged on to the current classic, if you like, administrator console, you'll see a link here that says Horizon console. So that will open up a new browser tab and log you into the Horizon console. Or if we go to that tab already, you could go directly to this URL. So it's https://hzn7-cs1, so the address of our connection server, and this time it's /new admin. So remember in the previous one it was admin, and now it's new admin. And then we see the new login screen, so we'll log in. Administrator password. We can remember the username if you want to, or change the domain, and then simply click sign in. And now you'll see the new Horizon console. So at the moment we need to continue to use both consoles, as some features are available in one and some aren't in the other. So for example, the first thing we see here is JMP for the just-in-time management platform. So that's bringing together instant clones, app volumes, and UEM to deliver fully stateless on-demand desktops. That doesn't exist in the previous version of the admin console. Yet, in here, we don't have things for Linux clones currently. So what do we have in here? So as we can see, it's a web-based portal. So we can see some things here about the just-in-time management platform. We also have the help desk tool. It talks about here that it's a partial implementation of some of the Horizon features and not all of them. But as we move through the new version, so as we get onto version 7.8, more and more features are now across. So here we can see we can log out, we've got help, about, and search. And if we go through the menus on the left-hand side, we've got the assignments for our JMP. So if we click on there, we could create some assignments. At the moment, we haven't actually added a JMP server. We can look at our users and groups. So here we can see a user with a desktop entitlement. We can look at our remote access, unauthenticated access, and if we wanted to, we could add a desktop entitlement. So we could search the entire directory or our domain and look for a user and then go find. So we can find our users. So we could check the box. Next. Then it says basically what are we going to add them to, so the pool, so we can already see there's a pool here as an example. We could add that user to the pool, click submit, and then we've added that entitlement. We can also update general user information and see what sessions and desktop entitlements this user has. So in the inventory, we have desktops, so we can see our desktops here, so we could add a desktop pool. So we could create an automated pool, we could go through and add our vCenter. So are we going to do instant clones or full virtual machines? It said support for instant linked clones will come later on. So we could do full virtual machines, instant clones, select our vCenter server. Do we want floating dedicated and to enable automatic assignment? We can choose our separate data stores for replica and OS disk. Desktop pool ID, display name, access groups and a description. Then our provisioning settings. So here's our enable provisioning, stop provisioning on error, naming pattern. So we could add our naming pattern in here. How many machines we want to provision, maximum number size of the pool. Then we can go and look for the parent images. So we could use that as our image. Are we going to use a snapshot? Choose the snapshot, submit. Where's it going to live? We can go on our PVO data center. our cluster, and so on. So until we go through all of our settings, our desktop pool settings, remote settings, but just to give you an idea of what that looks like. So we'll cancel out of there for now. Applications, that's a copy of our application pools. So if we were having an RDSH farm, we could add applications. Then again, we could add entitlements as our farms set up. So we could add a farm. So we could go through a manual farm and give it all the IDs and settings. We can create that there as well. Our virtual machines. So we've got one actually created here. So that's our Windows 7 manual desktop we just put on here. So we can reset it, restart it, remove it. Maintenance mode. If it was connected, we could disconnect. We can view unentitled machines. We can look at our RDS hosts. We don't have any in here. Others don't have any of those. And then our registered machines. Then final setting here is our settings for our JMP server. So how to set that up. So JMP brings together Horizon 7 and instant clones, Active Directory, app volumes, and UEM to build desktops on demand. So if you were creating that, so you would type in the address of the server there and then work through that, including the Horizon connection server, details on Active Directory, where your app volume server lives, optional, and UEM, again, optional if you want to. So that gives you a brief overview of the new Horizon console. In the next video, we're going to install a replica server.